In case you're wondering, the seats are not reserved for rider staff. Somebody come up to me going, there's no spare seats, all the seats are reserved for rider staff. That's just because they're sponsoring the seats. So thank you to Ryder for sponsoring the seats and confusing the delegates. I can see the intelligible mob creating trouble in the back. Grab a seat, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to the 2014 HKIBIM-CIC Conference here at the Expo. And we are being greatly supported both by CIC, the Construction Industry Council, and the Hong Kong International Building and Hardware Fair, organised by the HKTDC. So during the day, you're going to get some excellent speakers, some excellent presentations. During the breaks, we would encourage you to go downstairs. We're on level 2. The trade fair is on the ground floor, so you have to go down the 2 escalators. There are over 500 exhibitions. There's a BIM zone, and you can find out about the latest and greatest technologies in construction materials, construction systems, from all over the world. So Chinese suppliers, mainland European suppliers, American suppliers, and even some suppliers from further afield. So thank you to both the CIC and HKTC for helping organize today's event. Before I introduce our guest speaker, what I would like to do is I'd like to get you to show your appreciation to TC Lowe and his team for putting together today's conference. I don't know where TC is. Where's TC? He's outside organizing something. And of course, Miranda and her team who are doing all the hard work behind. Thank you, Miranda and her team. Now, this is a first for me and a first for the HKIBIM. We're actually live on the internet. So the camera that's at the back of the room, there's a little red spot, and on the other side of that red spot is a YouTube. And if you want to send it to your friends, you want to tweet it, you want to put it on LinkedIn, put it on whatever you do to share, Weibo or whatever you do, if you give them that link, they can watch the presentations from wherever they are, either on their phone, on their desktop, so they don't have to be here. The camera will pretty much pick up the speakers. If you're speaking, I highly recommend not to do anything too controversial. And the current environment in Hong Kong, it may not be so easy, so try and keep it non-political. So that's for me. This year has been huge for Hong Kong, for BIM. It's the CIC Year of BIM. This is one of many presentations and conferences. We think this is the best because we've organized it. But needless to say, it's very, very interesting to see so many people talking about BIM in Hong Kong and so many projects using BIM. So today's speakers will cover a large variety of topics. We've got speakers from Hong Kong, we've got speakers from Australia, we've got speakers from the US, and they're going to share with us some of the trends on a global scale. So to get the whole party started, we have our good friend here, Mr. Eric Ma. Eric is a fellow engineer. He recently joined the Development Bureau as Undersecretary for Works, and Eric's going to share his viewpoint from the government's perspective about BIM, projects in Hong Kong, and a few other interesting ideas. And Eric and I are LinkedIn professionals, and we share a large number of common connections. And Eric, under his influencers, lists Richard Branson as one of his influencers. So clearly Eric has got some entrepreneurial ambitions. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Ma.